is the Lakers season over now?
I don't think it is. As Woj mentioned, they have the easiest schedule going forward. And Anthony Davis has played great in the 9 games that he's played without LeBron. 28 points a game, 16 rebounds, 52% from the field. If you had told me in this situation with their roster pre-trade deadline and asked the same question, I would have said, yeah, their season's over. I think this roster is better. It's able to withstand LeBron being out given their schedule. The question becomes, how much time does he miss? And are we talking about play-in versus playoffs? Because when I look, they're 3 games back in the loss column from the 4th seed Phoenix Suns. But you're talking about Phoenix in 4, LA Clippers in 5, Dallas in 6, Golden State in 7, Minnesota in 8. I don't think they're jumping those teams. So can they get into that 9-10 spot? I still think they can.
Stephen A.
Go ahead, Eminem. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you the words that you're sitting in my seat. I feel I defer. Unlike JJ Redick, who didn't let ladies go first, I'm going to let the ladies go first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't know what is happening today.
I don't know.
You're throwing shots at me. Molly threw 2 shots at me. Monica's throwing a shot at me. Before we got on air, you absolutely did.
What was my shot? About missing, you're the coach.
Oh, you did.
Yes.
Yeah, Stephen A., he's a coach of a 3rd grade team. Okay, his son knocks his team. They had a doubleheader Sunday, and he skipped it. And I was I thought you played for Coach Ken.
I was in Denver calling
I was
a game.
just wondering, you think those NBA games are bigger than Knox in his future?
Molly,
he has NBA aspirations.
Molly, I think you're getting on JJ about the wrong thing in terms of skipping the game. What I've heard different things about, dare I say, a tyrannical coach, a coach committed to doing things the right way and winning and getting on kids. That's what I've heard about JJ Redick. But that's a different story for another day. Go ahead, Eminem.
Stephen A., I just want to say one thing real quick. The parents gave me permission to coach the kids as I would coach a college or NBA team. If you're asking, have I cussed them out a couple times? Yes. But I got to bring them back in. They lose their attention. I got to bring them back in.
JJ, they're too young for that. That's for another story. Oh
right,
my gosh.
Stephen A., I'm honored to be on this side, and when we switch topics, I do have, the most highest form of flattery waiting for you, which is invitation. But on the topic of the Lakers, JJ brought up the question. I have kind of already decided. I think that this is a tremendous opportunity for Anthony Davis to continue to make the case as a piece that the Lakers and their fans can be confident in moving forward. It's not an 82-game season. It's legitimately 20 games left to go. Do I think this team is going to jump beyond 9 or 10? No, but I do want to see how AD responds in this moment. He's still surrounded by shooters. D'Angelo Russell is a very capable point guard, assuming that he's healthy. And, of course, Dennis Schroeder is also a capable point guard. So I think it's a really interesting opportunity, not just for AD, but the Lakers, they do have to begin to contemplate life without a LeBron James, even though he's been incredible and doing incredible things at the age of 38 in the league.
Here's where my thing is. Listen, I was very confident, and I stated that the Los Angeles Lakers were going to get up to the 6th seed, and they were going to avoid the play-in and be in the first-round series in all likelihood against Sacramento. That is officially out of the window. That's done. They're gone from that. Do I still think they've got a shot at the play-in? Sure, I do. Certainly with this roster as it's constructed, particularly if D'Angelo Russell comes back sooner than later, particularly with LeBron James being out, do I have confidence that the Lakers will be able, who's only a half game out of that 10th seed, that they'll be able to get to the play-in? Yes, I do. I'm not worried, and neither is anybody else, about the game of Anthony Davis. When we talk about Anthony Davis, we worry about one thing and one thing only, his health. The minute he goes to the floor, is the brother going to get up? That's the bottom line. We don't worry about anything else. Anthony Davis is good for 28 and 10 a night when he's healthy and on the basketball court. We don't worry about that at all. It's the damn durability factor that we continuously ache over and worry about. We look at Beasley, he's been playing well. We look at D'Angelo Russell when he comes back. We've got confidence he's going to play well. We love the defensive tenacity. We saw the lockdown element that they acquired, that they put forth against the Dallas Mavericks. We see all of these things. They're clearly a better team than they were at the start of the season or the first half of the season. Their roster is better. We get all of that. But I think that we could just shove aside that notion that they're going to advance beyond the play-in and get to the 6th seed, because without LeBron James, that ain't happening.
LaMelo Ball suffered a fracture in his right ankle during Monday night's win over the Detroit Pistons. The team announced after the game. Stephen A., obviously we know what a talent he is. He's just 21 years old, only able to play 36 games this season. How big of a blow is this injury?
No, it's everything, but in the same breath, it's nothing. And here's what I mean by that. Charlotte Hornets weren't going anywhere anyway. They haven't been a good team this year. We know that record-wise they've been quite awful. There's a lot of things that they've got to improve upon. We get all of that. We understand it. And so they were on a fast track to nowhere. And as far as I'm concerned, this facilitates them potentially getting in the win beyond the sweepstakes. I don't know if they've got the possession of their number 1 overall pick. Number 1 pick, actually, first round draft pick. I didn't look into that, so I don't know. But I'm assuming they have their first round pick. But that's really what this comes down to. The other thing that I want to say is, damn to the Ball family. Bad luck.
Same.
Him and prior to that, Lonzo. I mean, my goodness. What the hell is going on as it pertains to their health? They've had a string of bad luck over the last year and a half. So I just want them both back healthy because they both can ball and they're good players that we need to see in the NBA. In the case of LaMelo Ball, potentially great. It would be nice to see him back on the court healthy. Wishing him nothing but the best.
How big of a threat are your Knicks in the East? Are you feeling good about yourself right now?
Yeah. Listen. I'm cautiously optimistic. I want to applaud certain things. Number one, Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle showing up to play practically every game. In Julius Randle's case, every single game this year. He hasn't missed a game. Major love and props to them. The consistency, the dependability, the reliability matters. It's number one. Number two, love the fact that Mitchell Robinson is back swatting stuff out all over the place. That rim protector, I like that. Number three, Tom Thibodeau is a Coach of the Year candidate. I ain't giving it to him over Mike Brown, but damn it, he's a Coach of the Year candidate doing an exceptional job, tremendous job. Props to Leon Rose, Worldwide West, and the crew. You acquired Jalen Brunson. You deserve all the credit in the world because that brother should have been an all-star. Very pleased. Most improved player in the game as far as I'm concerned. Very pleased with what I'm seeing for the Knicks. Here's what I want to tell Eminem, who, by the way, I was watching you do the post game last night for the MSG Network. Very good job, girl. You way to go. Okay? So props to you, all right? Mm-hmm. And JJ Redick, by the way, I want to give you your props for you and RJ calling the games the way that you call games. I'm very pleased. Y'all make me very proud. But let me tell y'all something right now. Let me tell you something right now what's on my mind. As optimistic as I am for the New York Knicks, there is one thing that will ruin this season. And that's if they get sent home by Donovan Mitchell. That better not happen. Now, I don't care if they lose to Boston, if they lose to Milwaukee, if they lose to Philly. We all know that in the Eastern Conference, it's basically been a three-headed monster. We get all of that, okay? You lose to one of those teams, all right? I'm cool with it. I understand. Be competitive. Try to push it to 7 games, but it's all right. You lose to Donovan Mitchell, the person you could have had. If you were willing to give up R.J. Barrett and you held on to him, okay, I'm telling you what I know. Yeah, the picks were an issue. Yeah, Leon Rose should have been on the damn phone negotiating with Danny Ainge instead of leaving it to Gershon Rojas to do it for him, who came over from Minnesota and was a damn consultant. Even though I like him, but damn it, he ain't the one that should have been on the phone negotiating with Danny Ainge. That should have been Leon Rose, but we're going to let that go. But in the end, Leon Rose made that decision. We're not letting go of R.J. Barrett. Okay. We're going to hold on to him and pass on Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell better not send the New York Knicks home. Otherwise, I'm going to lose it. JJ, Eminem, I don't even know what the hell I'm going to say.
Scenario.
I might have to call the bosses and ask for time off.
Scenario.
Because it's going to be bad.
Scenario. If the Knicks come up short versus Cleveland, but Donovan Mitchell is not the key cog in it, then how would you feel?
That's fine.
Oh, stop it. That is not a
Don't
scenario
stop it.
I
Come
will
on.
even
Come on.
entertain. I won't even entertain it because we know Donovan Mitchell's going to be a factor. We know
is
this.
First of all,
You ain't beating the Knicks without Donovan Mitchell playing well. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.